the purchase of a state-of-the-art pass system. Mr. Harvey just explained about our needs for a state-of-the-art pass system. This is going to be the basis of obtaining a census of the residents in International Village. We have been pulling passes for the last few weeks, and we've got dozens of passes that, oh, here we are, passes that we pulled from people, all expired, that people have been using on and on, going back to 2006. No one has ever looked at them, no one has ever collected them. We're playing hardball with the people and telling them, the people are picking up the passes at the gate, people are coming into the office. But now what we're going to do, or what we're planning to do, is possibly by mid-May, put a moratorium on all the old passes and require every resident in International Village to turn in their pass and submit an application for a new pass, which will come with a form. They'll have to have an application, and they're going to have to prove that they really live here. We want to know where they live, who the landlord is, when their lease started, when their lease expired, because every day we find more and more squatters in the community. This has got to stop, and the only way to do it is to pull in every pass and to make everybody who lives here prove that they are legitimate. We have a lot of apartments that are in foreclosure with squatters in there where the owners are getting money. We have apartments that are in bankruptcy where people have free access through the gate, and there could be, we can't even attack these people. We have serious problems here, and we got to address this. This community has deteriorated terribly in the last few years. People have come in, and there's been no enforcement of any rules, and we have to play hardball now and spend the money to get this done right. It was never done right, and now it's going to be done right. So, I would like to take a motion on number 9 to purchase a state-of-the-art pass system for approximately $17,000, which will be fully reimbursed to the association by the residents when they purchase these permanent passes. We will get our money back, all of it.
I, Michelle, make a motion for International Village to adopt.
Michelle, who seconds the motion?
I, Muriel Ash, would like to second the motion.
Okay. Okay, unit owners can talk. Unit owners can talk, make a 3-minute statement on purchasing a new pass system that is going to be linked into our computers. And we're going to know everybody, where they are, how many times they come in, where they go out, and this is what we need. It's going to be tied into their, the leases are going to be tied in to a system where the passes will automatically be defaulted on the day at the end of their lease unless they come in and renew the lease. We've got passes here that go back for years that people have used. Their leases have run out, the people have stayed in the apartment, the guys at the gate's been letting them in, no one's ever paid attention. This is what we're correcting. All of these problems are very, very difficult to fix. Well, this is what we're doing now. Okay, I got a motion that was seconded by, okay, hold on. I just want to get it. Sam Haskell.
I just want to know how the snowbirds are going to obtain these passes. We're not going to be here, say, in May. Are they going to be mailed out?
Well, yeah, we could do it by mail. In other words, we would notify you.
No, you can't.
Can't?
Because it has a picture on it that can't be photo or duplicated.
This is a pass. It's got a larger picture. It's got a hologram picture in the lower left-hand corner. Cannot be duplicated. It has a barcode on this side. Almost impossible to duplicate this pass. If it goes through the scanner, it will automatically record everything we know about that particular pass holder. Okay.
$17,000.
$10.
No, and
Well, then they're gonna have to, when the snowbirds come in, they're gonna have to be let in.
Every resident in International Village will have to pay for it.
And you shouldn't be
Yes,
here.
to get a pass.
And,
Do you pay for a laundry pass the first time?
yeah.
Did you, everyone pay for it? Well,
Given free.
okay. Well, we can't afford it, we can't afford to give it free, we need the system. If you can figure out another way to pay for it,
If you wanted to keep it back door, you had to pay for it also,
okay.
which is fine.
Okay, Michael,
Will there be any,
I can't hear you, Michael.
Worth
will
$10.
there be any, amnesty concessions for people if they were to qualify and the property is in foreclosure, and we could collect the rent if they qualify to stay?
We're gonna do that, that's what we're gonna get into that kind of a program.
Well, you didn't mention that.
Well,
That's money.
that's got nothing to do with the
Could be
passes, does it?
collected. Well, if they.
Well, when these people come in, we'll know who they are. We don't know who walks in the door.
Right,
We don't know who walks in the gate. There's hundreds, maybe hundreds and hundreds of people don't belong here.
Should go to the association.
Well, they're coming in voluntarily into the office. Now that we're pulling the passes, people are coming in and saying, hey, right? They're coming into you? Yeah. They just walk in.
Just walked in this week.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
of the enforcement, because of our own in-house security, as well as what's going on in the office.
Okay.
About a few months ago, it was discussed a similar theme of the thumb. Is this more money or less money than the?
Far less money.
Okay, just one.
That system was inadequate because all that fingerprint system did was open or close a lock. And the program that came with it was so narrow that you couldn't put much information into it. We need something that's going to be tied into the office computers. Well, every time someone rents an apartment, their name will be put in, the end of their lease will be put in, how many people are on the application to live there. We have to, a lot of information is going to go into the files that we need to maintain a census in International Village. Biggest part of our problem. Joe?
Yeah, a couple quick questions. Henry, it's a barcode. When we drive in, is there going to be something we're going to have to swipe the card through to get in?
No.
We'll
No.
have a barcode on the car?
You have your present barcode on your card.
Okay, what about
Okay.
people that don't want to get a barcode? They'll have to use that card for access?
We have to test our present reader to see if this barcode is large enough to be read by our present reader.
So they can just flash their,
Yes.
By coming in through the gate, they'll have to show their ID.
okay. And the other question, I think it would be a good opportunity to introduce our security director. I don't think he's been introduced yet, has he?
No, not really.
Not yet.
Elwood, you want to come up?
He's not been introduced even to the board.
He's going to kill me after the meeting, but, you know.
No, one of the reasons that I elected not to make Elwood's presence known is so that he's kind of an anonymous face here on the property. When people don't know that he's here for enforcement, it gives us a little bit of advantage. That's okay. That's okay. Elwood, say hi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elwood Mateer. I've been here for about approximately 3 weeks now. I'm working directly for International Village. I'm trying to clean up all the squatters and all the people who's been here illegally in your building. I know it's kind of rough and everything for the past 3 weeks for me, and I know it's been rough for you guys as well. But trust me, I'm doing my very best to clean up this community for you guys. Just give me a chance. Let me go ahead and do what I need to do to go ahead and clean up what I need to do around here for the building for your safety. Because I know how it is, right? I know it's rough and everything, but you know, I'm trying to do my best. Yes.
I'm sure you're overwhelmed and welcome with everything you have to do, but I'm still concerned about that vehicle. And
The van, I was here late last night until 9:30. I went to the owner's door several times, and he finally came out and assured me that he had full-fare insurance, which he does, but he had to go and get the decal. So I told him, if he don't have the decal by today, I will go ahead and remove the vehicle. Now, before I go ahead and get the vehicle towed, I have to go ahead and go to his unit, knock on the door to make sure he have that decal. If he doesn't, I will have the vehicle
well,
towed.
you told me that yesterday.
I understand that, but he showed me his insurance.
It was not, the decal was not on the vehicle.
I understand that, and I was here till 9:30 last night to make sure I see his decal.
This is another squatter who's delinquent by the owner by $15,000 that we're catering to.
I just found out about that right now.
Well, I made it clear previously.
No, I just found out right now.
This is what really infuriates me. We're catering to a delinquent owner that owes us over $15,000.
Okay.
No more.
Well, the van's still there.
You don't pay, you're gonna go.
Mine's a previous question. I always arrive.
That's the only reason I'm up here. I told you that.
Come October, I am not
You're
going
gonna
to be
go.
happy if
You
I'm not
don't pay, you're gonna
ready
go.
to my apartment.
It's easy.
No more.
You have your old ID, so when you come back next season,
Not letting all these people go like everybody else.
we'll have a guard at the front.
I come in at midnight, always on a midnight flight.
It's
I
okay.
have no option.
Give us a call before you come or send us an email. We'll make sure arrangements are taken care of.
We'll fix it.
I'm looking through these passes here.
You're gonna go.
These passes go back to 2006, that people have been coming into the community.
Yeah, all these years,
Hopefully,
nothing.
Did the board speak on this issue now?
Well, no, there's still people with their hand raised, so I think they need to be addressed. B, you had your hand raised?
What happens when people come in just for a visit? They get a pass, or can we go to the office and tell them, like my son-in-law and my daughter, and tell them that they will come in and I don't have to call all the time?
You can either issue a paper pass for their duration.
Yeah.
That can be done. You only need to call the office.
I think what they, forgive me, acknowledgement. I think what he's referring to is that at the present time, we have a right to delegate certain family members or friends who are our emergency contacts to come into the gate at all times without our having to always call the gate to let them know it's coming. Will the new pass system preclude our doing that?
It very well could. That's a board decision as to whether or not we'll maintain any type of list like that up front.
Anyone that comes in, that, doesn't have to buy gas for $10, do they?
No,
No.
no, not at
That
all.
works then.
Vendors, daily visitors, this type of thing, we can issue paper passes for. They're only good for a very short time period. Longer durations are a different situation. Keep in mind, this is a brand new system. We haven't gotten all the bugs worked out yet. But we are working on it.
yes, that gentleman here.
I have a question. For these new passes that will be issued to us, will that permit me to get through the gate? Because I can't use a barcode in my car.
Yes.
I have to use the pass to go through security. Will that permit me to do it?
Well, maybe this pass, there can be another reader of this pass because it has a barcode where you can come in the other side. Or this may be able to work with the gate, with the present barcode system that's on the car. If you don't want to put a barcode on your car,
I don't want to put a barcode.
or you rent a car, or something like that, then this should be conform, right, Henry?
Yes.
It might conform to the present voice system we have. If it does, then you could use it, and that's what we want to use.
So I have money, I can speak. So if I show my driver's license, I have a valid driver's license that has my residence, this is, there won't be any problem.
I think
Well,
that'll
if
be
you have a
worked out.
pass, there won't be any problem.
Can I say something? This car, I use it for the hospital every day. When I have to drive through, I don't have to stake it out and hold it up. I just go chip, and right through the gate opens, and right through I go. If I have to go into the hospital, I just swipe it, or boom, I'm into the door. If I have to go into the OR, I just swipe it, boom, I go in. If I have to leave any of the units throughout the hospital, card goes, out I am, in I'm in. You know when they know when I'm coming, they know when I've been there, it tells you the time, it hooks up to a computer system at the guard gate. We can put all kinds of data into this system, it'll give you a census. The guard's gonna know this person hasn't paid for 3 months, the guard's gonna know this person is in violation of something, the guard's gonna know that this person's an illegal tenant. The office, all the communication's gonna be there. This system, there's a lot of detail that can go into the system. It'll help you get the census, it'll tell you who's living here, it's a good thing to do.
He makes a valid question, though. Will you still be able to get through the gate with your driver's license?
I think you'll always be able to get through the gate with your driver's license.
How does that
But
prevent?
they're not gonna go, they're not, well, I think the flower,
A little bit of a hassle getting in.
And what's the
even with
use
your
of the
license.
system?
Because you should have your pass. Why don't you have your pass?
Left it in my wallet, left it in the car, left it at work. Prove that you live here. My driver's license.
No, they may let them in, but they have to note who it is, the car, and we have a chance to follow.
And they forget every night, then they're gonna have to find it.
I
You
use
have
my
to follow
driver's
that up.
license every single day.
The guy shows a driver's license, they have to take a photograph and follow it up. Why
Legally
does
by
he
law, you
not have
cannot
a
prevent
pass?
someone who lives here if they have a driver's license. That's my question. By law, if they have a driver's license, you have to let them in. So how does that prevent illegal people from still getting in?
Well, if you come in.
Is your address for your mark on your driver's license, or is it for the other place?
I have two. I have a driver's license for here, and I have a driver's license for there.
That's illegal.
I know, but I still got two.
But Mark, if you come in.
They don't collect your driver's license. You pay $10, they give you a new one. Anybody can do it. That's why we have illegal renters in this place with their
We need to
address.
change it.
Can I respond to that? Thank you.
Mark, every time you come through with your driver's license, we record your license, we record who you are.
Never once has he taken my driver's license. Will that be new?
Yeah.
Somebody from security best have their ears open on this.
Never has he restored my driver's license.
Okay, but the guard at the desk should be recording your license numbers even now. And when we get you repeating like 3, 4, 5 days in a row, okay, because you're supposed to be telling him who you are, what you are, where you're going, and your unit number, allegedly, okay? We're gonna start tracking you a little bit. Since we have our own in-house person here now, you come in 7:30 every night, I can make arrangements to have Elwood meet you at the gate, and we can find out what's really going on.
You still gotta let them in.
We still have to let you in, yes.
But he can have a discussion every night.
I have a question for Henry. I have a question.
I'm sure there are a lot of people here who do not use the clubhouse or any facilities. They come through the gate, they say, I'm a guest of Schmo Blow. They call Schmo Blow wherever he is. He may not even be living here. And he says, yes, let him come in. Right
Okay,
in.
we're gonna correct that. We had a guy who
Joe
who
Schmo,
owns,
the gate.
who owned the Bordeaux 1M. And we saw somebody moving in on a weekend, and someone alerted us that someone was moving in there, so I went over with a security guard. And the man was calling up from Boca, having the people coming in to this M apartment, and he was paying, the people were paying him $450 a month, and they just brought in a mattress to sleep on the floor. And the man was delinquent, see? So we're gonna catch all these guys and we're gonna get rid of them. And we're gonna legalize whoever we can. If there's people there that are living here that are not a problem. The problem is, not only, a lot of people are living here legally, and we've been remiss in letting them in. And we're not gonna do that. Everyone's gonna have to have a reason to be here. And we'll find out. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take a lot of work. But we gotta have a system to work with. We got the people to do it now, but we have a good system if we get it, and the people pay for the passes, then why not? They want the protection, so this is how we're gonna give them protection. Yes?
I want to, are you going to keep the permanent list, or does everybody have to have it?
How can you have a permanent list? How do you verify a permanent list? We had permanent lists put at the gate, and you should have seen the people that came in here, because they were on the list.
Well,
You can't have a permanent list.
well, what happens if I want my daughter and my grandson, they come in a lot to help.
Fine, call up the gate from your house, they can look at our caller ID, and then you'll let them in.
Yes, but if I'm not home, they come when I'm not.
If you take your permanent list and have them come into the office and get a background check on them, and we know who's coming into the community, maybe we'll work something out with a permanent list. But to give people, put down 10 names who you want to come in, no way.
No, there was only ever 2 or 3 names.
No, it's a big list there, 5 or 6. No way.
No, what it is, it's 2 or 3 for you, times the 800 residents that we have.
That's 2,500.
If we average 2 people for each unit owner here, that permanent list, 2 guests, okay? Multiplied by 832, and that's how many people you're
Well,
gonna
the
have.
problem was too, a lot of the renters were getting their hands on these lists and putting 6, 7 people getting a couple lists. The husband and wife would move in, they both get a list, and now all of a sudden they got 10 people as a permanent guest living there.
Yep.
People who are delinquent by law are not allowed to call the gate and let them in. We need computerized system here, because people by state law who are delinquent can have their gate privilege removed. They'll never be able to call up to let someone in. They'll have to come to the gate, identify themselves, and identify the people. As for delinquents, this is what's happening. Has to be one set of standards for everybody. Is your daughter? Your daughter? Is it your daughter?
I have a daughter and a grandson who come in here, and they don't always come when I'm home.
And whose apartment is the name, is in the name? Whose apartment? All right. I believe that family passes are permitted.
Oh, okay.
And if you're in a nuclear family of children, parents, grandparents, that's a different story. Then, I remember years ago, we used to give passes to all the immediate family. Okay?
Now, I have my pass, and I have my 2 sons who have passes.
Okay.
So what happens to their passes?
You just said they're nuclear family.
Well, we have to discuss this here. It's not a straight line here. We got to figure everything out. If you want to change the residents who are here and make them legitimate.